All right, we're good. We're recording. What's up? So like the
What's up?
question, the question I was gonna ask you is like
Oh,
it's like big on the news right now. Like the transgender bathrooms and shit. Like I don't know. How do you feel about that, man?
all right. Let's just pretend all of them are honest and nobody is trying to pretend to be something they're not, just to take advantage of that.
Why would they though?
Um, there are perverts out there that want to get in and just be with, you know, other people, like check them out. Like there are people that would take advantage of that, while there are people that are being honest about it.
Yeah,
Doing it. But pretending that all of them are just going to be doing it the right way. I think that it's a respect and a boundary to everyone else who, like, yeah, you want to feel good about it and it makes you feel even more feminine or whatever the fuck you want to explain it. But at the same time, you're one person and there's probably 10 people in there that are going to be feeling uncomfortable at the same time. It makes people feel uncomfortable and, like, I wouldn't sit there and I don't know. I don't know an example. I can't think of anything, but I feel like that's a bubble thing. It's like people go into the bathroom. You don't have to bring that everywhere. You don't have to be fucking. You want to be transgender. You want to be gay. You want to be straight. When you're in the bathroom, you're just going to the fucking bathroom. It's just a fucking bathroom. You go in there, you take a shit, you take a piss, you wash your hands, you leave. Why do
exactly.
you need to go in there and make that a statement? You're just turning it into another statement for your transgender, and I respect that they want it, but at the same time, just leave the bubble alone. Everyone has a fucking boundary. Leave their bubble alone. Take
Yeah,
your shit and leave.
yeah, dude, for sure. I think it's a joke, man.
I don't
Especially that it's like,
I don't go in there and it's like, hey guys, I'm transgender and I'm one of you,
I wonder how
you
that would
know?
work out. Like if you walk in there as a man already, just to like make see the reaction that it brings. Just be like, I was once a woman. I hope none of you are offended by it. And then just stand up and take a piss and wash your hands and get out of there. And if any conflict comes of it, just be like, dude, I'm a fucking guy, dude. I just wanted to see, you know. And I doubt that
Yeah.
you would ever run into any sort of conflict. And I
And see,
don't.
that's a problem with that. Is like you could just say that, oh, I'm just a guy, but that'll get you in trouble. So all you have to do to avoid it is to say, I look at myself as a woman, and now you're off the hook because
Why would
nobody
you get
wants
in
to
trouble
fucking
though?
go with that. Nobody wants that battle. Nobody wants to go through that fucking controversy. They'll
You
just,
know, you know what
I
I
identify
think.
as a woman.
You know what I think ultimately, and this is like really radical. I've noticed because I've said it to a few people, and it just doesn't seem to like resonate, and they don't seem to understand. But like I don't know, dude. I feel like if you're born gay and you're born, uh, I guess lesbian's gay, but you're born gay. I'm cool with it, dude. Like I think that's legit. But like if you're born a man and like you decide that you want to be a woman and you even go to the extent where you get surgery done, I think that's in my opinion. I feel like there's something wrong with you psychologically just because like I don't know. I just think that that's not legit, dude. I think if you feel that you were born like a different gender, I just feel that something's going on upstairs.
Yeah, maybe it's a maybe it's a psychological thing or a sexual thing. Maybe it's just an attention thing. It could be a lot of things, but the way I see it is you have no uterus, you have no fucking ovaries, you have no way to bear a child, you have no real breasts. I mean,
You're
come on.
nothing. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
mutilated man. That's all it is, you
yeah,
know?
exactly. For
And
both people, whether you want to be a
yeah,
man or you want to be a woman, you
yeah,
know, it's like no matter what you do to yourself, you're not a fucking man or a woman if you were the opposite yesterday. There's
exactly.
nothing you can do to change that.
Yeah, so don't you agree that, and that's completely real, dude. Like in the long run, it's you're still ultimately you're like your blood. If they were to test your blood, it would still be fucking male or female blood, you know? And it's just like,
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
I think I don't think it's an attention thing because there's enough cases of it to where it's like, okay, this is actually a real thing, but I think it's actually like a
Yeah.
mental disorder, and I don't think it should be so mainstreamly accepted to the point where they like need their own bathrooms. This is because I believe that they're mentally ill people, and we're just giving them all these like free passes on shit. Like, yeah, you get your own bathrooms, and you can fucking have rights or whatever. And I think everybody should have rights, but I don't think that it should be all over my fucking Facebook all the time. God damn it, you know what I mean?
I don't post my straight relationships like we're making out and we're making statements like, hey guys, we're still together, we're a thing, you know? It's like take pictures of yourself like normal. Don't sit there and have to make a statement so that everyone always remembers that you're gay or
Yeah,
that you're now married.
yeah.
And like there was even that lady who got, sexual organ. I mean, she got a penis. I don't know how to
Right.
say it. How else to say it. She went, and got all the surgery done. She took all the medication. She became a man. It was a big controversy because she got pregnant, and they called her the first pregnant
Oh,
man.
right. I remember
I
that.
I wouldn't even, I didn't even want to read any of it. I didn't buy into half of it at all
Hmm.
because it's just stupid. It's
They
like
actually had
just
a
because you're
TV
still a
show
man,
about it.
they stitched a fucking dick to you from your own pieces of skin,
Hmm. And it,
and now you're a man.
and it's
You have
it really
fucking
bothers me. Like it really bothers me that this stuff has came around since the introduction of like hormones and surgery. Like before we had hormones and surgery, it was like, yeah, there was men that cross-dressed, but in a lot of times it was because like they were either trying to
That
make
was
money.
like a fact.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I even think to an extent that could be a mental thing, because I don't know, man. It's really tough. I hate to go there because I'm not in that position, but I feel like I also have the right to an opinion since it's so mainstream and all over the place. And if they're letting everybody be so aware of it, then I think everybody should have an opinion about it.
Yeah.
And if you
Well,
don't have an opinion about it, that's great too, because that means you just don't care that much about it, which is fine. That's even better, if you just don't give a fuck, that's even better.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just too much. I don't pay attention to any of it because it's just too much. It's constant, never ends. Somebody will fucking bicker about one thing this week, and next week it's gonna be something else, and it's just so much drama. It doesn't
Hmm.
end.
I know, dude. It's crazy. I just wanted to touch on that because, I don't know, man. Some people have really radical
Well,
opinions about it.
people get butthurt over everything, and they want to feel like there's some kind of importance to it, so they make it seem like it really is a big deal. Like, for example, that new Snapchat filter, the Bob Marley one. People
Yeah.
are saying it's racist and it's all, fucked up. I'm like, what's racist about it? They're not making you black. They're putting a picture of Bob Marley's face, a celebrity,
What the
on
fuck?
your face to celebrate April 20th. It's like it fucking looks like him. It's to celebrate 420. It's like
Exactly.
if they would have done it like Brad Pitt, everybody would have been laughing, looking like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
They would have loved it. They would be laughing.
Dude, that's so stupid.
But
It's like when I just did that thing with Obama, It's like the thought process I had. It's like, oh, look, I'm black. It's like, no, look, I'm the fucking president of the United States. That was like my first thought. It's like, look at me, I'm the fucking
yeah,
president, you know?
I did it for Shaquille O'Neal and Will Smith, and I just thought it was fucking funny to look like them. That's it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'll send you a fucking picture of my wrist and I'll paint it black. I'm like, hey, look, I'm
I'm
fucking
black.
black. Yeah.
That's funny, dude. Oh my god.
I love debating. I love debating so much.
I know.
Master debating.
Well, dude, it's hard to debate because like you can either debate with somebody that's so radical like in their thought process to where it's like it's pointless to debate them. Like you could debate like a Mormon and it's so pointless, you know?
They're stubborn and they're hard on their ways.
Yeah.
They're not gonna.
But if you can debate somebody who's like a productive thinker and who can take like constructive criticism and like take it in a way that
Be open to things,
yeah, exactly.
open minded to the possibility that they might be changing their minds soon, or they
Mhm.
might see things a different way, or might be wrong.
Yeah,
They might
it's
have been wrong the whole time, or something.
yeah, it's like I always like to get new perspectives on things because it exactly like opens my thought process up to new things, and it's like that resonates. It could resonate with me in some ways to where like I would want to learn more, you know. But I don't.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't feel like that.
Well, I think it's mostly that people they're it's not that they're afraid to speak their mind or be different, but they've always been more cautious not to because everyone's so sensitive these days. You know, nobody really speaks their mind to each other. You get so used to it that you kind of just stick to your normal thought, your first original thought. You stick to the only way you know to think because you haven't expanded on that. You're just too used to conforming. Nobody really questions things that they're told, especially when they're children. They grow up thinking that because they were told something by a teacher, someone their parents told them had authority, and their parents themselves telling them things, they're definitely going to believe it. It's just like religion. Whichever one you're born into, that's who you are, and that's
Yeah,
just because that's how they're raising you. And so when you ask somebody something and they're doing it, kind of just like they don't want the confrontation. It's almost like you don't understand. You're just trying to, you know, see how they think about something fake, and they don't want to be told that they might be wrong. They just don't look at that as a possibly good thing. They just think it's automatically bad.
yeah. I don't know, man. People get really butthurt, like really bad, and
They want.
even when you're trying to be super respectful about it, you know. And
I feel like they want it. They want to be angry about something because they feel important. They're a part of something.
yeah, like okay, like for example, this happened last night. I don't want to say who it was on the podcast, but you know who it was. Like we talk about him all the time and laugh about him all the time, and he's tall. Yeah.
Ugly.
Okay. Yeah, you know who he is. Anyways, like he hit me up and he tells me I just got off work, right? And I had like ate like an hour before at work, like I took a lunch or whatever and ate. And I just got off work and he like hits me up and he tells me to come over to like his friend's house. They're having a barbecue and he tells me to come over and chill, right? And I don't necessarily care for him all that much, the other people. And I just told him I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. I just ate like not too long ago. I'm not hungry." And then he gets butthurt like, "Hey, whatever." And it's like, dude, I was like not being rude at all whatsoever. I said no, thank you. I had just ate, and then like still, even being that nice and that respectful about it, and people still get mad. Just like whatever. Bye. Fuck.
And it's it's a courtesy to even tell them why you're not wanting to go. You don't
Exactly.
even have to tell them you just ate. Just you don't even have to answer them. Like if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. It doesn't mean anything negative. It
Yep.
just like well, you have to have a good reason.
Yeah, like my
No, it's not
fucking
like that.
like I even me being like sick or something wouldn't be a good enough reason. Or like my car is out of gas. He's like, "Oh, you could make it." It's just like fuck. No matter what I say, I'm gonna be the dickhead in his eyes.
Well, he's already got dick in his eyes.
You can see the dick in his eyes.
You got dick and thighs, and he likes when he's up in the club.
Dude, I really want to fucking put a dick on my face somehow with Snapchat. There's got to be a
I'll
way.
put a dick on your face.
It's got to be my own dick.
You got to do it and just like kind of make it look kind of like a face, I guess. Give it some eyes and a smile.
Well, how did that one dude Snapchat his gut with his face?
That's just Photoshop.
Oh, I see. That's just fucking
But mine,
retarded.
mine recognizes my Xbox controller as a face. I'll have
Really?
to show you. Yeah.
Mine recognizes weird stuff as faces too.
I wanted to get it to recognize my dog, but she just looks like a mop.
She does look like a mop.
Her hair is so long right now.
Why don't you cut it?
Well, I cut her, I shaved her whole body, but I left her head. So her head is fucking huge. I left her head and her tail.
She probably hates it, huh?
No, she doesn't
Probably.
get stuff. She doesn't get stuff in her fur anymore.
Dogs are legit. There's another thing I wanted to ask you about, but I forgot on the podcast. Damn it.
Well, you know what they say.
What? What do they say?
All right, I'll tell you, but I didn't say you know what they say because I was going to tell you. I thought you knew what they say. But they say if it was important, you'll remember it. But must not have been so important.
So what do they say?
I just fucking told you.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dude, this nurse I work with, she's so dumb. She's like, she's so airhead, you know? She'll call me, like, down the hall. She'll be like, hey, do you need any pads? I'll be like, no. Or I said, yeah, because I've only got 2. I'm going to need, like, 6 more. Like, okay, so do you need pads? I was like, yes. And she's like, all right, and did you mop the floor? I said, yeah, I did. She goes, with a wet mop? I'm like, yeah. I was like, don't insult me. I'm fucking hanging up. But
with a
it's
wet
just
mop?
stupid.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, I didn't just walk around with a fucking broom and said I mopped, you know? I went over the whole floor, too. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to do that with a dry mop.
Dude, there was this guy at work Friday, and I hate talking to him. He's like one of the worst dudes that work there. And he just doesn't do shit, but he's always got something to say about how little everybody else does, you know? Or that kind of guy. And fucking, I always
Yeah,
snub,
you never.
yeah. And I always snub the shit out of him. And, I always avoid conversation with this guy at all times, right? And, he comes up to me and he asks me what time I'm leaving, and like I answer because I figure it's work related, right? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm out of here at like 9:30, and he's like, yeah, I signed up with DirecTV today. They tried to talk me into the fights this weekend. And I was just like, looked at him like, are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Like, how do you just throw that in there like that? It's so stupid. And expect me to just jump on the fucking conversation train with you and talk about DirecTV. Like, so stupid.
So, Time Warner Cable,
Exactly. Like, yeah, DirecTV, they charge you by the month, right? Like, what are you supposed to say, man? Like, oh, that's
Yeah, I
cool.
think they fucking charge you by the hour. Fucking just be stupid with him, man. People like that, they're weird.
I never heard of DirecTV before.
Dude, I got direct TV out here.
Is it badass?
Well, my dad does. I mean, I don't use it.
Commercials are
But
terrible, dude.
I
Like,
know.
I can't
Fucking
stand
Hulu
commercials.
mostly handle commercials.
Oh, I have the fucking upgrade subscription to where I don't ever
That's
watch
a waste.
commercials. It's not, though, because I actually like Hulu, and I watch it every
No, but
day.
here's how it's a waste of money. the advertisers, the advertisements pay Hulu, for showing them, and you are the one who's supposed to be getting the money back to the advertisers, and that's by shopping at the places they advertise for. Now,
Yep.
if you pay not to see those commercials, then you're like pretty much still you don't have to go shopping at those places now. You're just giving them the money.
Right.
So I mean, what the fuck? You're like, I'm still not going to shop at here. Just stop asking. Here's the money. It's
Yep.
like when you're asking your mom to take you to the store. She's like, no, here's $20.
Nope. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's just the convenient factor to where it's like, okay, I'll pay a fucking $1.99 more to not have to watch commercials. Whatever. It's not like I'm gonna dive in and fucking break it down like you do, because you
It's
have nothing
not a
to.
dollar. It's not a dollar anymore. It's like $4 more.
No, dude.
That's $12 a month. It went from 8 to 12.
I still have the same price as when I started.
You just said it's $1.99 more. So now, how could you have the same prices when you started if now you're paying $1.99 more?
Because I got it like right when it was
What's
available.
going on?
I got the commercial free plan when it was available. I don't know how much it is
Well,
now, but it was only like $1, maybe $2 more.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I get that
But
fucking
either
shit.
way, that's $2 you're just handing over to them so that they'll stop talking to you.
Right, but Hulu is my primary source of TV, and I'm still only paying what, $10 a month. So
But what if it's like if you keep the commercials and then you use the commercials as time to get up and do something, you're forcing yourself to get off your ass at least for small breaks while you're sitting on your ass for longer periods of time.
that always backfires though, because the commercials, even like they're usually either like a minute or two, or they're like 15 seconds. So you can't fucking commit to doing anything, or else you're gonna miss out
It
on your
says how
shit.
long it's going to be right away.
Exactly. So
So
you
just
can't
like
commit. What can you really get done in 2 minutes, dude? You can't even fucking cook something in the
pee,
microwave.
take quick shit, smoke a bowl. You could fucking eat pizza. You
Well,
could
it's just
go
like
and beat it.
it's like the same thing with Netflix almost. It's like you have to pay extra to be able to fucking stream on so many screens, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they nickel and
Dude,
dime you eat every single way they get. And I understand. I would do the same thing if I was running the fucking place. They're still not charging nearly as much as cable.
oh, for real, that's like $100 a month right there for 200 channels you don't need.
Plus, like, you can cancel any time with any of these, like, TV providers, you know, like Hulu or Netflix. But with, like, DirecTV or Comcast, it's like a fucking contract to where you're sucked in, dude, and they have to come drill holes in your wall.
Yeah,
Cable's gonna die,
I
dude. I think
I don't get
every fucking big channel is pretty much just gonna have like their own service, you know, like HBO Go. Like every big channel that has the means to survive, like Comedy Central or in like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
well, dude, if cable went out of business because everybody starts doing that, there's so many channels that are studios and shit that's gonna get shut down. They're gonna be losing,
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's like, why do they even get the money anyway? Nobody watches their shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've just been around for so long, dude. TV's always just been such a big business, and now with like the internet, and it's just the internet's taking over so many different areas of the world, and it's just dominating. It's amazing in a sense, but it's kind of worrisome because like technology is like really taking away a lot of jobs to the point where people can't work. Like, look how much banks have changed, dude. Like, everything banking is, like, all online now. It's, like, through an app. Like, you can take a picture of a check and fucking use your phone and deposit your check, you know? And a lot of the times you
Yeah,
don't
you're
even
direct
need a check.
deposit.
It's direct deposit, exactly. Like, you don't even need a paper check. And it's just
You
like,
could transfer your money. send it to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, you can even send money to people on Snapchat.
Yeah, dude. It's like we
But
don't need banks. We barely need banks anymore. It's almost to the point where, dude, it's like if you could buy weed with a fucking debit card, you wouldn't need cash. Like ever.
there's cities out there that Google has put a big black fiber ring around the whole city. Like there's like a 30-mile ring around a city. It's just black fiber that they've hooked um, internet to, and it's
Yep.
free for the whole fucking city, you
Yep.
know,
That's the way it should
and
be.
it's like terabyte per second speed. It's fucking crazy.
That's amazing, dude.
It's
That's
like
the way it
everyone
should
in that
be.
city has reliable internet.
And why not, dude? Like, why not?
Well, they're doing Google Fiber across the whole fucking country right now, everywhere. They even did it in Provo, where I was living. We had free internet.
Really?
Yeah, we were using the Google Fiber.
Is it like just open Wi-Fi or what?
Yeah, like so they'll come hook it up in your neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
then they give you the password and you link up. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing, dude. And
And it's like a lot of people are worried because it's like, well, if they have everybody on the same internet, then we could all be tracked and logged and stuff. It's like, well, what do you got to hide, bro?
well, I think it's more so them just they just want people to hop on the internet and pay for stuff. You know?
Yes, stay connected to everything they have
Yeah.
needs for, and boom, they never fucking. They can change so much of their business ethics based on the fact that people are just using the internet to go through that,
Yeah,
buy
like
the things they need.
people spend way more on the internet than they actually do for the internet. So why not just give them the internet for free so they'll spend more money on the internet? You know? And like
Yeah,
if they're getting on the internet, they're fucking using Google. So it makes sense for Google to just give it to them for free.
yeah, and the only businesses that are still gonna be in business are like delivery trucks and all that, and like the people like that you buy shit online from.
I don't know,
Like
man,
you're not gonna go.
with the self-driving cars, dude, they're like already making prototypes of like diesels that can actually drive on the
I don't
highways.
know. There was a Google car that was driving itself and it got in a little crash, but it was
They'll
going 20 miles an hour and it got pulled over for going too slow.
Dude, they'll
Like,
fucking perfect it though. Like
for real, just
those
the
Tesla's
car.
cars auto cruise can already like turn. Like they can't make sharp turns or anything, but you can be driving on the freeway and go hands free for, a while.
Yeah, it's like nothing was perfect the first time they made something.
They're gonna
Otherwise, they
perfect
would
it.
stop.
I listened to this podcast and it was saying like the way that they're making it, like the vehicles can be within like a foot of each other and stop within an instant because of like the fucking GPS is so on key and the brakes are like perfect, and this is like self-driving cars without people in them, so they were just talking about like how everything would change if the technology was that perfect.
Yeah, yeah, for real, dude. I would seriously love if we had it where like all the streets were railed,
Yeah.
and your car, like you can go hella fucking fast. You don't drive, like it just takes you everywhere you need to go, no matter where you need to go, and it's fast, and it's no one could get in a wreck because everything is linked. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
It was just like there's got to be a way to get around the whole like whiplash and sudden stop because our bodies aren't like designed to handle that kind of pressure.
Well, it's kind of like those fucking rides in Lagoon. You remember the mouse? That one jerks you fucking left and right.
Yeah, but I still think that's probably only going like 35 tops. And still, like you're going 35 and it takes a sharp turn like that and you fucking feel it. Imagine if you were going 65 or, 80. You're fucked, dude.
I like those race car drivers, man. They know what they're doing.
I know, but that's a pretty wide turn. Like, have you actually seen a racetrack?
Well,
Like,
what about racers that race through like obstacles in cities and shit.
Like, who really
You
does
know,
that though?
a lot of places do it, and it's like not just illegal. It's like a lot of them are events. You know,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know, man. It'll
but
be
they
cool to
train
see.
for it. You know, and they know how to handle that transfer of weight and that pressure. They do things for that. You know.
It'll be really cool to see, dude. Like, I'm excited to see where technology goes, but I think they need to start using technology more to like help the planet instead of like build cars for sure. Like,
Well, I've always,
they need to figure
we're
out a
just
way to desalinate the ocean.
we're blowing up on these phones and computers, and it's like it's just so crazy hectic right now with them. It's like one day they're gonna get over it and they're gonna do something great. Like, you know, the phones, great, you did it. It's over. Quit fucking making more. They all do the same thing. So
Yeah, once it
let's
gets
see
to a
what's
wearable
next.
platform to where it's like in your eye, like it's a contact or it's like legit glasses that everybody has and you can't really advance it anymore. Yeah, and we can start like really putting our fucking knowledge into some other good shit.
Yeah, because it's like it doesn't even have to help the world. If you're gonna make something stupid that we don't really need, but we're gonna be blowing our money on it, do something else. We're always buying phones, man.
Are you
Always.
sick of it now? By now?
No,
Not yet. Like
should be.
what does the phone need to do for you to be content?
I'm I'm just waiting for a phone to do something that I haven't seen. You know.
Wearable, like it has to be wearable, man. That's the next step.
Well, you can get a smartwatch, the Samsung or Apple
It's not the
smartwatch,
same
but
though. It's not the same at all. You still have to have your phone around.
no, you don't.
What do you mean you don't?
They're yeah, you could get them in 4G, dude.
You're connected to your phone though.
No, you can get them so that they have their own SIM card. They have room for a SIM card that is. It's called the Gear at the Samsung Gear S2 and the Apple Watch. Like they can get their own SIM card,
Oh
and
yeah.
then they have, you know.
My
So I mean,
fucking
that's the closest.
my fucking iPhone, I don't know. It just says connect watch. But I don't think the watch is the way to go, dude. I think glasses are the way to go. And I think you need to be able to talk to it instead of
I don't
touch.
think glasses are the way to go.
Why? It needs to
They're
be in front of
distracting.
your face all the time.
Or
Dude,
if
a
you're
watch
driving,
is a
people are going to get in
distraction.
accidents. Well, yeah, but you're not going to be, if it's right in front of your eyes, you're going to be using it all the time. And people are going to be getting in accidents and shit.
Well, that's what self-driving cars are for.
More.
I don't know, man. It has to be wearable, though, and I don't know if the watch is the way to go because it's too small. People are used to the big phones now, and they need them big still. Or they need them, like, right
Well,
there.
like, if it was like Total Recall, the new remake, it's like a little implant in their hand, and all they have to do is walk up to any window, any car window, or like glass or mirror, and they just put their hand on it, and it makes a screen on the window, and they can just see who they're talking to and all that.
Nah,
It's really cool.
that's way cool, man.
That'd be because like anywhere you are, you're gonna be near glass. You know, you could fucking talk to somebody
That's
or look
cool,
something
man.
up or whatever. And like they can put their hand up to their head and it'll just be a phone, like they can hear it.
What the hell? What the fuck, man?
It's cool, man. It's like a futuristic movie. That'd be cool.
Is that Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
think.
looking it up right now?
No, I think I've seen
Oh,
it.
cheater.
I'm not, dude. I think I've
I
fucking
have.
seen it. He. Yeah, they implant memory, right?
Yeah, they change your memories. They fucking.
Wait, but he went in to get a memory changed, and then he ended up being a bad guy, right?
No, he went in to see some of his memories. Like they show you memories that you have lost. Like you can't remember. And when he went in, they pumped him with like some other memories or something like that. I can't remember, but they changed his memories or something like that.
And he became a badass.
It's Colin Farrell. He was always a badass.
Oh, I'm getting two movies mixed up, I think. What's the other movie where they like can tell what murders are gonna happen before they happen?
Minority Report with Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Alright, I'm getting those two mixed up like a motherfucker.
That movie's cool as hell too.
Yeah, it is cool. I like both of those movies.
You ever seen Face Off?
Oh, I love fucking Face Off. That's Nicolas Cage's best
I
movie.
love fucking Face Off.
Dude, that's Nicolas Cage's best movie, dude.
Yeah, I love that movie. That movie's weird, dude.
Why? It's fucking amazing, dude.
It's a good weird. It's cool.
Like when he's like wakes up without his face and he fucking like is smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine if you can do that with somebody, like switch faces?
That'd be so gross. I would feel so gross, dude. With somebody else's face on my body.
I would go and get like pictures. Like if I swap faces with some guy, I'd go and get like let other guys put their dick on my face and shit, and like take pictures of it.
I would do exactly what fucking oh, what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Damn it.
John Travolta.
Yeah. Tip of my tongue, dude. John Travolta. I would do exactly what John Travolta does and go bang the other guy's wife.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot John Travolta's name.
I know, he's like an A-list celebrity, dude. Fucking.
He's a weirdo in real life, though. I've like read or whatever.
Dude, he's like, I think he's had 2 children die, man.
Really?
He's a weirdo too. Yeah.
He's a
His son
Scientologist.
died when he was taking of Pelham 123.
Damn, that's rough, man.
Yeah.
What
So,
happened?
I mean, like, I don't know, but people expect so much out of you, and they don't even care that, like, you just had a family member die. You're in a contract. You still have to show up to work and make that movie. Like, people just want to see you on screen, but they forget, like, those are people, and they're losing loved ones and shit.
They didn't make any sort of exception for him?
I don't know how it works, dude.
I know, like, a lot of movies, if you try to buy yourself out of your contract, it's like $40 million.
Yeah. I would suck it up because it's like $40 million. Like, nobody can make that in a year. Like, nobody like us, you know?
Plus, it
Like, suck
ruins
it up, make that movie. It's only going to be a year.
it ruins your credibility as an actor too.
Yeah.
But I don't know dick about that, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Those dolls on that chair are kind of creepy, dude.
They're not dolls. That's Anna and Elsa.
Oh, they're looking right at me, dude.
No, dude, it's just Chloe's little Anna and Elsa chair.
Anna's the hot one, dude, for sure.
Why? It's just freckles, man.
That's good shit.
No, it's
like
not good shit.
Yeah, it is, man.
Freckles are not
Freckles
angel
and dark
kisses.
hair. Hell yeah.
Freckles and what?
Freckles and dark hair.
When does that ever happen?
1 in 3, my nigga.
You're such a fucking liar, bro. 1 in 3. It's more like a fucking ginger gone emo, bro.
No, not like freckles and overflowing their body. Just
like your skin is.
I couldn't get down with fucking somebody who has
freckle bod.
Freckle cancer. You know,
they're like more orange than white.
Dude, black people's freckles are all black.
They look like scars, huh?
Yeah, dude. Like, Morgan Freeman, dude, his freckles, like, it's like, what's up? You been to prison?
He been to prison. He's like, you haven't seen Shawshank? It's like, yeah. Everybody's seen that.
I walked the Green Mile while I was watching
You just make all these prison movie references.
back in my day.
That's fucking classic,
You
dude.
wouldn't know that.
Alright, man. Well, this is a good podcast. I'm gonna end it real quick. Thanks everybody for
I
listening. Jered, always a good guest. Alright. Good night.